Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in nature, baby. How are you beautiful deep divers doing? It's pretty windy here, and it's beautiful too. Blue skies. How to let go and move on. Let's just, woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Someone wrote to me saying they have just come out of a relationship and they're finding it really hard to let go and move on. Now, I get thousands of messages every single day, and a lot of people write to me saying they are also experiencing that. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey to let go and move on. Let me give you the 11 best ways. Now, it's never easy, is it? Sometimes you're with someone for a long time. You wake up to their beautiful face. They even massage your back. And then one day, all of that stops. And you are now faced with letting go and moving on. And it almost seems too hard to bear. You feel your legs getting weak. Can you make it? Of course you can. Now, the first way that helped me along my journey to let go and move on was to don't get over it. That's right. Now that sounds really strange. You don't have to get over it straight away. You see, so many people do this. They say, I'm over him. Ladies say that, right? I'm over him. Guys say, I'm over her. But you're still thinking about them. You still miss them. You still want them to scratch your back. You're looking around for them. So let's not kid ourselves and let's not fool ourselves, and let's realize that we actually do still care about them. We do still care about them. We do still miss them. And letting go and moving on is a process. Slow motion this side. Let me repeat that. It is a process. I have counseled so many people. And what works is taking time. You don't just have to rush to get over someone. And sometimes you are never completely over someone anyway. Like, I still reminisce on my girlfriends when I was 15 years old, right? It's okay. Many of us in this society, we're like, okay, what is done is done. What is done is done. No, it's not. Because what we forget is that certain people have really touched us. They've touched us in the deepest places, and they are etched in our soul, in our heart, in our minds. And we have to allow that. We have to realize this, that when you don't want to get over something, you often end up naturally moving on, letting go and moving on. But when you're like, hey, guess what, Ralph? What? I'm so over them. Then at night you're like, lonely. I'm so lonely. You're so lonely, right? So stop fooling yourself and realize that you don't have to get over someone straight away. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to reflect, and give yourself time to allow yourself to be where you are. Can I get a hello? How to let go and move on. What is another way that's helped me let go and move on? I realize that we don't own anything. That's right. We don't even own our bodies, because when we're out of here, it returns to Gaia, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. Even the air we breathe, like, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Oh no, oh. I gotta breathe it right back out. So the whole of life is about giving and receiving and taking and letting go. Why do so many people find it hard to let go? This is sexology. Water, fire, hot, cold, yin, yang. We're back. Daddy's home. Why? Because oftentimes we feel that we own people. You've got into a relationship and you feel this person belongs to me. Just like my watch, just like my car, just like my house. Even those things don't belong to you, but you can kid yourself in thinking they actually do. So we have an ownership complex in the mind, in our psyche, that people we are with in a relationship actually belong to us. So you can imagine what happens when sometimes a relationship doesn't go the way you want and they are no longer there. It almost feels like a part of you is missing, a part of you is gone. I talk of the water relationship as the most evolved relationship on the planet. And I've been in one. So I know what it's like. But I've also been in the Coca-Cola relationship, which is the toxic relationship, and I know what that's like. With the water relationship, two people love, honor, and respect each other. Now, if that water relationship, for some reason, they don't end up together having children, they will still love and respect each other. It's a lot easier for them to find the beauty in the relationship because both people know that it was never about possession. We were giving ourselves to each other. So once you do that, it's a lot easier to let go and move on. So long as you feel that person you're with belongs to you, is yours, they can't look at anyone else, it's very hard to let go and move on when it comes to an abrupt end. So realize that we don't own anybody. Everything is connected. What is the third way? Can you feel that wind? Woo! What is the third way to let go and move on that's helped me along my journey? What I've seen is that whatever is meant to be with you will be with you. Whatever is meant to be with you will be with you. Whatever is meant to be with you will be with you. Everyone who is meant to be with you will eventually find their way to you. Slow motion this side. And that's why these days I'm really allowing the process, because I realize that it's like Cinderella. Does the shoe fit? For so long, We spend all our time and our energy trying to force situations, relationships, friendships. We don't have to do that, because whatever is truly meant to be with you will always find its way. So in letting go and moving on, realize that, look, if it's meant to be, it will be. Right now, I only have space for what is meant for me. And that's really the philosophy I have. And that's really helped me to let go and move on throughout the years. Right now, life is beautiful. I love my life, baby. In letting go and moving on, you have to realize that everything is in divine order. There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. Like Nas said, it was written. What's another way to let go and move on? What's helped me along my journey is to realize this: the truth has no expiration date. 7-day vegan challenge. By the way, shout out to everybody on Snapchat who's been sending me those blueberries. Where is the real thing though? Right? Those delicious acai smoothies. I see you. Time to realize health is wealth, baby. In letting go and moving on, I've realized that the truth has no expiration date, right? If it's true, if both of you had a true connection, it will always last forever. But what isn't real will always fade away. It will always go by the wayside. So what I've realized along my journey is that, okay, that's probably why it didn't last, because it wasn't built on a solid foundation. Slow motion this side. You see, it takes a lot of maturity for people to let go and move on. Sometimes people have been going out and then they separate, and then one of them marries someone else, and then the other person comes to the wedding. That's maturity. And that's how you really let go and move on, to realize that, hey, even though it didn't work out, we can still be friends because we still find value in each other. Like, how can two people who are saying, oh, we're gonna be best friends, and now we're best friends, go from best friends to not even wanting to talk to each other? That's the ego. So the truth has no expiration date. And in letting go and moving on, it's about developing maturity. And the more mature you are, the easier it will be to let go and move on. What is the fifth way that's helped me along my journey to let go and move on? Resistance makes stronger. What you resist persists. What you resist persists. So many times, once again, a lot of people who say, oh, I don't care about them, I'm never gonna think of them again. In fact, I'm just gonna run away, change my number. All of these things won't necessarily help you to let go and move on. We have to face the truth, the reality, that resistance makes stronger. And along my early journey, I was dating someone at the time when I was in my teen years, and we left, we separated. And I was crushed really hard at the time, because I'm like, I want that to be my future wife, baby. But I realized the universe had another plan for me. And sometimes when you think, oh my gosh, it's so bad we're not together, don't worry. The universe has got your back. So I was in real big resistance to change, because it was something new. And then I realized that me not wanting to accept this is what is causing the pain. Me not wanting to let go is what is making it harder for me. So in letting go and moving on, stop being in resistance to change. If you think change is bad, routine is deadly. So just remind yourself of that. When you are not in resistance to change, it is a lot easier to let go and move forward. What is number 6? I've realized that letting go and moving forward is actually good for your health. It's like, woo, a beautiful dose of that good ass prana. Holding on to something that has already gone, a past event, sometimes can create a lot of mental blockages. I'm so light in my heart, I'm so free, because I realize that whatever is meant for me will always find its way. To let go and move forward, it's time to let go of grudges. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to forgive the other person. And it's time to become mature about the situation. Voltaire, I am happy because it is good for my health. I smile because it is good for my health. In letting go and moving forward, just remind yourself this. The only way to fly is to let go of what is holding you down, holding you back. The only way to fly is to become lighter, not heavier. So in letting go and moving forward, make yourself light and be as free as a bird. Forgive yourself for whatever you did, whatever they did. What did they do to you, by the way? What did you do to them, right? In letting go and moving forward, forgive everything and say something better, not better, different is waiting for me. Remind yourself that there is a lesson to be learned in every situation. Take the best from the experience, and now the lesson will turn into your blessing. So, smile because it is good for your health. Let go and move forward because it is good for your health. Reconciliation is another way to let go and move forward. Now, what's helped me along my journey, I always talk to people, even friends. Sometimes we had a falling out, still talk to them. In the past, when I was a teenager and I had that experience, I separated, broke up with my girlfriend at the time. I was really hurt. And what I realized was that when I actually got talking to her, it made everything clear because we were on different pages, and that's okay, because then I met someone else and we were on the same page and we just used to stuff a whole bunch of strawberries in our mouths, and it was fantastic. So reconciliation, in letting go, the number one reason why so many people can't and will not let go and move forward is because of the ego. The ego is a 3-letter word that can destroy a 12-letter word called a relationship. They don't want to let go because they don't want to see each other face to face. Some people change their numbers. Some people block you. Some people run away to another country because the pain is too much for them to bear, to realize that, oh my days, this relationship didn't work out. Not realizing that it's nothing personal. the universe will choose the right person for you to be with. You have to trust the universe. You have to trust the process and trust the journey. So when I actually met and saw my girlfriend when I was like 17, when I was in my teens, what happened? I was like, okay, I wish you well. Whoever you meet, I hope you're happy. And she said the same thing. And we had a mutual respect to realize it's okay. And that reconciliation really helps both parties to let go and move forward. What's the 8th way to let go and move forward that's helped me along my journey throughout the years? Embrace the unknown. Sometimes you're thinking to yourself that, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. When you stop looking at old relationships as defining you, you can let go and move forward. Let me repeat that. When you stop looking at old relationships as something that defines you, you can let go and move forward. Now, embracing. Can you see how windy it is and I'm still doing it? Because I'm a deep diver, baby. In letting go and moving forward, when you can embrace the unknown and see new relationships, new friendships, and new connections with new eyes, that's how you let go and move forward. I talk to a lot of people. A lot of people write to me saying, Ralph, I can't even open up to anybody because I've been so badly hurt from my previous relationship. I'm here to tell you that give everybody a chance, because once again, you can still learn something from someone. You can still learn something from someone. They can still learn something from you. But just because of one bad apple, one bad experience, and that's a perception anyway, it doesn't mean the next one is going to be the same. So embrace the newness of life. Embrace the newness of life and realize that every day is a new start. What's another way that's helped me to let go and move forward? Okay, check this out. What is gone was good. It was so good because they used to scratch your back and massage your toes and do all kinds of stuff, right? But what is coming is even better. Slow motion this side. What is gone is good, but what is coming is even better. Be ready to receive, and that's how to let go and move forward. Sometimes, like even growing up, in my teen years, I would go out with someone and then we would break up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna meet someone like that. And then later on down the line, I found someone who was even helping me evolve to the next level even more. So realize that, look, something amazing is about to happen to you. What is the 10th way to let go and move forward? What's helped me along my journey is to realize this, that test your strength. Realize this, that sometimes the universe sends us lessons so we can learn more about ourselves. Relationships are the greatest mirror, right? Relationships are the greatest mirror for really what is going on inside of us. Like, when a relationship is over, or maybe a job is over, or you're going to a new country, you're letting go and moving on, or even in food, like when I became a vegan, I had to let go of meat and I had to move forward to a plant-based diet, right? It tests your strength. It shows you what you are made of. Like in a relationship scenario, can you both be mature about it? Can you still be friends? Can you still wish each other well? So realize that in letting go and moving on, take this as a time to learn more about yourself. And that will help you become your greatest version. And what is the 11th way to let go, and move forward. Take one step at a time. Let me repeat that. Take one step at a time. Sometimes people rush into another relationship straight away, or they go and do something just to forget. Some people turn to activities which don't serve them because they're so hurt from that experience. In letting go and moving forward, take one step at a time to really heal yourself, to listen to yourself, to give your body what it needs, which is more self-love, more self-care, and then connect with people who remind you who you are and remind you that we are living in a world of infinite possibilities. And then both of you just say, "Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello?" Let's just, woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. We did it. Oh my gosh. We made a video in this wind. Now this wind is so windy, I've just got a good microphone, right? Have a beautiful day and just remind yourself, every day is a new start. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You